loud enough for you?
Yeah, check 1, 2. 1, 2, I can hear myself, that's good.
Yeah, so just keep talking to them. Just talk about your day.
Yeah, check 1, 2. I'll just sit here and do this.
Yeah, so what did you have for breakfast then?
Check 1, 2. I cannot remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
Okay.
It's just too... I had... Jesus. It's fried. It's,
Yeah. So what's the level that you're normally going to talk at when you commentate?
It'll be about this sort of here, and then it'll obviously rise if something interesting happens. And while I'm actually doing a mic test, I'll ask you as well, is there a way to feed the ambient mic into this?
I don't know, because I don't have a feed from...
Yeah, because it's the same. For whatever reason, Russ told me it could happen, and that I should have that in my ear, because every week I'm like, oh, I want the ambient mic too high. As long as it's low, basically. But if you catch where the operators have it way too high, you can hear what I'm saying. So, yeah, quite low, because I'm probably not as loud as Russ.
So that's how I've got that feeling.
And I've lost the feedback. So it was there before, now it's back. Yeah, it's not that unequal, it's just when it's streamed, it's the ambient one. The one that's on the camera.
Yeah, you want that higher or lower?
Lower, because sometimes I've had calls where it's been too high.
So it shouldn't be going to you at all?
Yeah, it won't be. It's just that Russ told me it should be. The operators don't seem to be able to do that, so...
Yeah. So, sweet, yeah, they're able to hear you.
Yeah.
Cool, we're going live in 15. Oh, you're going to go live 5 minutes before? Yeah, sorry.
7 minutes just to...
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, you're right. I forget the things for you guys. Yeah, so you're free to talk now.
first of 4 games this weekend in round 12 of the National Premier League season here in the nation's capital. This afternoon we'll head south side between Monaro and Queanbeyan City, but the focus here at the moment is at O'Connor enclosed, as O'Connor will face a team like them coming off the back of a loss. These 2 teams in varied form at the moment, looking to steady the ship here this afternoon with a win. The Knights have made some changes to their lineup here they faced last week, but it's a Tuggeranong United lineup that seems to be a bit more steady than it has been for most of this month. There's been some injury issues across the course of the squad. It looks a little bit more like it did so in the first half of the season. We're about 8 minutes away from kickoff here. O'Connor, of course, a week ago, a 3-2 loss on the road against Queanbeyan City. Prior to that, they had a 5-1 loss right here against Monaro. So back-to-back losses against teams from the south. We're looking to get back to winning ways. They're still within reach of the top half of the table here. They're a win and a change away from the likes of Queanbeyan City and their opponents today in Tuggeranong United, who they themselves are coming off of the back of a 3-0 loss. Tuggeranong, we expect, will line up as such. Callum Cook, of course, in goals. We expect it will be Nick Emanuel at left back and Cassidy Schloesinger at right back. The back 2, though, in between with Cole Falco and also Ewan Peterkin, who gets his first start. He came off the bench last week. He's missed most of June with injury, comes back this afternoon. It's his first start back in the side. The midfield 4, reinstated Joshua Peterson, the deeper lying playmaker with Luke Stevens and Bevan Foxall in the midfield. Then it appears that Alessandro Pena will form a more advanced role in front of them 3, and then the top 2 of the experienced Dak Lawrence and Captain Sam Walker, who spent most of June playing as a centre half, will be in his more comfortable centre forward spot this afternoon. O'Connor with a few changes. There's a few key absences across this lineup, particularly in the back line. No Christian Nell in goal this afternoon. He is on the bench again. Marcus Smith will start in his place. Jack Majori Banks at left back again. That's his second straight start in 2 weeks in place of Christian Juna. Right back we expect will be Connor Bill, and the middle 2 of Nick Dahl and Joseph Uger in the centre halves. Midfield 3, Daniel Galich in behind 2 others there, and it appears that it will be Vincent Sanchez and also Daniel Galich rather in that midfield 3, and then a front 3. As was a couple of weeks ago, Nico Kresic on the right, Michael John on the left, and Isosa Ahigi in centre forward. And it's a bench that doesn't feature Jana Chiruti as it has done in recent weeks. Isosa maintaining his spot in the starting lineup. He scored last time this side was here. The other name on that starting lineup is Marco Ratowski, who will step will play in an attacking midfield spot. So it's an inexperienced midfield. Vincent Sanchez obviously the most experienced out of those 3. Galich and Ratowski, 2 exciting prospects in the side corner squad. Receiving under 23's call-ups once again. Not mistaken, as Ratowski's first start in the first grade side. He has played off the bench a few times this season. Working their way out here. This afternoon, obviously O'Connor, they started the month in emphatic fashion with that entertaining 2-1 win over Tigers FC. And it's suspected that the transfer window and the losses that they had throughout it potentially weren't going to be as detrimental as we first thought, but their form across the course of the month has been less than desirable, and they now have to face a team in Tuggeranong United that's still pushing for top 4 placing this season. handy interchange list here for O'Connor. Of course, Christian Nell, the backup keeper. Harry Martin features on the bench. Jack Yankee as well. Ethan Saunders is the attacking option off the bench. We also expect Kobe Ariari will feature as a spare midfielder. He started most of the campaign. O'Connor will attack right to left of your TV. In the middle. Proceedings underway. Projects to be on the right hand side for today. Good to have him back in first grade football again. Bench a left there, nothing doing. Smith back in. The sticks for a second week in a row here. Not a lot of time there for Sanchez. That to flick it back to his keeper, but it's set up nicely. Opportunity, Tuggeranong with space. It's flicked over the top there, and it was a little bit misjudged there in the end. Should have stacked the numbers here, forward. It's a looping ball. Smith got it away initially, and able to clear it. Our final ball flicked across the face of goal. It's over the bar, and an early flash from Tuggers early, and there's an handy start when you're on the road. Sosa trying to keep it down. And behind him again. Walker making the run at the far post. He wants it. And it's not going to quite get to him. It was well blocked initially by Auger and then cleaned up. And just can't quite seem to get out of their own end early here. That's a good ball into the space. Was dispossessed there, no foul. Another run in behind, that's going to be into the side netting here. So it's an energetic start here from the away side. Well defended. Over the throw. Like Michael John had done enough to win the throw, and that's the case. John, now I think you can get a clean touch on the ball, flicks it across, but there was plenty of green shirts in the area. It back to Yellow, keep it off as usual. Ball down the line. Stevens making the run on the right, but It broke down. Kind of with an opportunity to touch on. Sanchez with time. Again, providing some nuisance there up front. Still alive here for Zach Lawrence. It's across with a decent save. Still alive for Tuggeranong. Eventually flicked out by Galich. Now can counter, a little touch from behind. And Higgy now, he's got a 2-on-1 here. Him being the one, and he's dispossessed by Falco there, and the clearance in the end will go out for a goal kick. So they're kind of just finding their way into the game after absorbing some early pressure. Carry that quite a ways there. Walker was toppled, and officials happy to let that one go as well. So bit of feel in it. Ball behind, it's just left him. Back with Schlesinger. He looks up. Stevens is making the run on the right-hand side. Stevens is trying to work his way in. He can get it on his left foot. The early shot is well saved. Another test for Marcus Smith that he passes. Nearly flashed. We know what Luke Stevens can do. Teed up Alessandro Pena there with the shot, and it was Smith who wasn't beaten at his near post there on that occasion. Nahigi underneath the high ball again. Kresic trying to make his way in behind. Nahigi was the run-up, but it didn't find its way through. Well cut out by Falco. For it goes, they can attack the right again. Schlesinger's done well to control that. Stevens is the extra man. He runs it, John flicks it over the top. Schlesinger, he's going to try and engineer a cross on his right. Holds it up. Dribbling at Michael John. And it looked like he just ran out of room there. Good attack again. Sold short there, Bill had to stretch for it, but nothing happening. It's going to run out. On ball out of defence there. Certainly happy to put some pressure on Cook at the moment, but read that one well again. Tuggeranong on the attack here. Just held up for a second.
It's certainly settled here after the opening 8.5 minutes. Worth noting as well in the break and play, Tuggeranong won in the under 23s 3 goals to 1. Game 2-1 at half time. More Tuggeranong on the attack here again. Trying to slip the cross in. Stevens is the far man. Side Pena the flick on and over the top. It's still not cleared. Eventually, well played, and there'll be a free kick to O'Connor in the middle there. Nick Dahl did enough. Spread it here. Peterkin. Plenty of room for him. It's cut out though. There and again, the defense is solid. Cleared now. Oh, an opportunity to get the foot on the ball there, and it's fallen away from him. Stevens can flick the ball in. Connor Bell dealt with it. Much position on offer here at the moment. Another clearance from O'Connor. Need to get their midfield on the ball at the moment. It's been limited touches for the 3 in the middle for O'Connor. Opportunity for Tuggeranong to reset here. Falco plays back. Peterkin, the long ball down the left. Set up comfortably for Connor Bell in the end. Here's an opportunity for O'Connor. Moves through the middle. That one was in between Ahigi and John. Another ball delivered. It nearly fell for Isosa Ahigi. And eventually, well, Cook, it looked like he had that one claimed, and in the end, that contact, it looked like from Kresic, is going to be deemed a foul. There's an extra man. Wherever that goes, that's a good run by Schlesinger. He was the 50-50 there. Galich is up on his feet, but that one deemed a foul. Free kick taken long. Rotowski underneath the high ball. It's well claimed by Cook. And behind it goes Schlesinger, just running the midfield at the moment for Tuggeranong. Schlesinger again. Now an opportunity to turn. That's just run out. Didn't quite sit up for Lawrence on the left there, but the Tuggeranong United side seems to be the more expansive of the two thus far, to avoid potentially stating the obvious there. For Michael John in a deep roll, he was a little nervous there on the ball. Looks like Nico Kresic is playing a bit deeper than we sort of are used to him. And no Juna, no Driscoll either today. Opportunity to break, that doesn't quite fall out. Can go again here. So making the run. Pena left it short. What a nearly fell at the back post. And O'Connor under duress again here. Very long. Walker was the target. It was flicked over the top. That was a half chance on the long throw. Again, O'Connor opting for the clearing ball. Peterkin again with plenty of space in front of him. He's been the distributor so far. There it goes, that's cut out. Ratowski can turn. He was toppled from behind, no call again. Michael John has time. Ball behind, it's gonna get, oh, well cut out though. Almost made its way to Ahigi. That's a nice move. Schlesinger's been active early. Stevens. Emmanuel's gone forward here. Walker dropping a bit deep. Tried to deliver across the face of goal, but falls out. O'Connor can counter. Tuggeranong again with an opportunity to break. This right-hand side's been active for them. Stevens checks inside on his left, then he's right. Stevens still, and it's just on the outside of the right-hand upright. Arguably the best chance of the game. No surprise it came through this right-hand channel that's been very active between Schlesinger and Luke Stevens. It was Stevens who ended up with the shot. But Marcus Smith in a second straight start is holding his own. Another attacking set piece here for Tuggeranong. Such was the case last time O'Connor were on this field against Monaro. They could not quite get out of their own half in the opening 45. Drifting ball, dealt with by Nick Dahl. On the right, that one's straight at Marcus Smith again. That one a bit more routine than the others he's had to make this half. Connor Bill on the right. Opportunity for Adaski to move it forward. Be a O'Connor throw. He snuck that one in behind. Ahegi with a chance. And it didn't quite fall. Drifting ball across the face. Stevenson underneath it. O'Connor throw. The Knights are just having position in fits and spurts at the moment. Garlett's trying to play it forward. Now they've got a chance. Cress is trying to open it up on his left, but he's cut short. Boy, Cassidy, Schlesinger's having a first half here. And yeah, Nick Emanuel who didn't keep the flag down. Ball for Isosa to chase. Nearly fell for Adaski in the end. Isosa at the back post. Flicks it across, it's there! He can't stop scoring at this ground. And for all of Tuggeranong's first half pressure, the long ball finally stings them. And O'Connor have the break. Isosa strikes again, 23 minutes. feels like the better side in the opening quarter of an hour is behind. But we know that this is the one thing this team isn't bereft of, is its confidence in front of goal. And we've seen that again here. Stevens, should be almost nearly cut off by Kresic, but an opportunity for Peterkin to turn. One behind again. Just run out on Schlesinger. Time again for O'Connor. This feels like the tide of the game has shifted a touch here since that Isosa Ohigi goal. Here he is again here with space. He's got John on his left, but he was cut short there. His second effort. Stevens, this all set up for him. He's going to run at Kresic. Still going. He wants it on his left. It's well cut out, though, by Auger. And over the top, Marcus Smith can collect, so O'Connor can settle things again. Here for Peterkin. He's got Stevens who had to play it quick. Michael John the recovery. Smith, that's a tough ball, but he fitted it into the window there. John able to play with it. Ball in behind, that's claimed. Peterkin the throw. Schlesinger again on the ball. He flicks it in behind. That's beaten the foot there of the O'Connor defender. And a second effort, it nearly fell on the right-hand upright of Marcus Smith, and that's another good opportunity for Tuggeranong. Time again for Peterkin. He's set up. No one going towards him, really. Now Michael John will put the pressure on. So they're not exactly triggering a press at the moment on the centre halves. Ball flicked over the top. That'll be Marcus Smith all the way. Flicks it over the top. He's given one for Ohigi to chase. It's going to sit up for him. He was swarmed by green shirts. In the end, 3 of them were in the area. Another one. Rutowski can chase it. Back in the middle, let's give him one for Kresic to chase. His first touch was excellent. Way back inside, nice turn by Michael John. Sanchez did well under pressure. Galich can turn now. It's open on the right. Just overhit Rotowski there early. And Marco's done well to win a throw. The first corner of the afternoon for the home side. Far post delivery. It was interesting for Cook. In the end, Tuggeranong able to get this one away. Cook plays it long. Stevens again, the target on the right. It's going to be picked up well. Tackle from behind. And quite get the ball there on that occasion. Walker foul. He can go further forward here. Luke Stevens with the left-footed delivery. He swings it far. There's a parachute there, and it's there. Someone had to get on the end of that delivery from Stevens. And Tuggeranong have equalised. Looked like Ewan Peterkin got the last touch. And we are 1-1. Turning into a good game to begin your weekend here. Opportunity for Dahl to carry it forward. He plays it in behind. It's a nice turn. Still room. He's collected without the ball. And this will be an attacking set piece for O'Connor. Was Galich who was able to carry it all the way forward. Free kick will be spotted a little further back from where he actually went down, so they're going to pay the first contact there. It looks like it'll be a cross more than it initially looked like. It could have been a shooting opportunity for Kresic. He ended up shooting. Well, should have trusted my first instinct on that set piece. Gave Cook something to think about. An opportunity to stack the numbers forward. Stevens is making a lung-bursting run on the right. It nearly fell. Emmanuel was trying to get it inside, but in behind Emmanuel, the touch. Got it around the keeper and it's cleared almost off the line. Peterkin on the ball. Saw the ball over the top. So just settled here again. One apiece here at O'Connor enclosed. Sosa Rahigi opened up the scoring, and then it was Ewan Peterkin who tied it. Smith to play out, bounces. Another one in behind Emmanuel. Again, providing trouble. They're kind of trying to break. That'll be played out to their advantage. Michael John has some time. Well played across now. Kresic has to go back for this one, but collects. Plenty of pressure there and did well. Did Galich, and now free kick all the way back. A set piece opportunity here for O'Connor, for Nico Kresic to march over and take. This last one from a similar range over on this side of the field was a shot. Stack the far post here. It's a looping ball, that one a little too. Approaching the last 10 or so minutes of the opening half. One has shared it thus far. Ball cut out by Kresic. Well, it's fallen for Sosa Rahigi, who flips it back across, and it just didn't quite. Set piece here for Tuggeranong, allow them to stack some numbers in front of the ball. It was a rough start for O'Connor here in the opening half. They absorbed a lot of pressure, but they got the opening goal. Free kick that's going to give Stevens something to deal with. He's done well. Inside, Pena was cut off. Gable of a challenge there. Emmanuel trying to get underneath the ball. Stevenson's done brilliantly to get that ball in, but It's fallen. Pena, first touch. Try to turn it in. Marcus Smith all over that one. Michael John goes backwards. Behind, it's a good run. O'Connor's defence survives again. Forward ball. Did take a deflection, but Cook cleans it up. Not before it went out of play, though, so it'll be corner number 2. Post delivery. Flex back across, trying to find a Higi. Cook again stands tall. Stevens, cheeky flick. He's done brilliantly there, Nick Emanuel is still going. And in the end, he went to a 50-50. Another high ball for Ohigi to chase. He's gotten away with this. And he's just hit the outside of the left-hand upright. It'll be called back nonetheless. Boy, how he got through there begs belief. Opportunity to move the ball. Michael John still trying to engineer something, and it nearly fell on the right-hand upright. Cook may have had it covered. And in the end, the call is that it did take a touch on the way through. Another delivery. It's going to fall out. Can Tuggeranong spur a counter? It's well shut down, the clearing ball. The top's just going to run out there. set here again. Oh, the top, they're definitely trying to get it to Stevenson on that left-hand side, but Kawhi hasn't had the service that he's used to. There's opportunity for Marko Ratowski just to run it for Tuggeranong defenders, and in the end they needed more support. Peterkin again allowed to dribble in midfield. Oh, Alan Stevenson was offside. Long ball. Underneath it was Ohigi. Michael John's got something to chase here. It was well dealt with. Still in play. And eventually cleared. Still going. Garlick's got the flick on. Left that one short, but Chris was able to pick it up. McDowell plays back. Smith. Defense. That one let go. Ball behind, trying to find Ohigi. And that'll do us for half of football. Intriguing in several ways. One apiece at half. It was Assessor Ohigi who opened up the scoring 23 minutes in, and then a good 5 or 6 minutes later it was Tuggeranong who equalised. The brilliant free kick from Luke Stevens was met by Ewan Peterkin, and we are all tied up at half-time here. Tuggeranong United on the road 1 against O'Connor Knights 1. making their way back out here for the second half. If you're just joining us, half-time interval saw O'Connor and Tuggeranong sharing honours here thus far after 45. It was O'Connor who had a cagey start to the game, but they opened up the scoring through Isoso Ohigi, who seems to score every time he plays on this ground at the moment. And then a good 10 minutes later it was Ewan Peterkin who scored a goal on the left-hand upright off of the delivery from Luke Stevens. And that's how things end here and begin for the second half. Knights will attack the second half towards the Northbourne Avenue end. No changes observed at half-time here. Second half underway. Tuggeranong had most of the possession throughout that opening half, and O'Connor played the long ball. Well, that was the attempt there. Here's Walker. We thought at kickoff that he would revert back to an attacking role today, but he sits in next to Peterkin, who scored the only goal for Tuggeranong. Falco. Pena. Down towards the right. Cassidy Schlesinger might have been best on field in that opening 45 minutes. He and Luke Stevens developed that combination on the right, giving a real headache to Nico Kresic, who seems to be playing perhaps out of position. Again, we normally used to seeing him up front on the right-hand side. He's playing left back today. Highlighted a kickoff. No James Driscoll, no Christian Juna for this side. Opportunity for Tuggeranong to explore the left-hand channel. Lawrence turned it back outside. Far post delivery is going to go all the way back to Luke Stevens. He'll flick it back across towards Lawrence, and the header is held by Marcus Smith. Early scare for the Knights. So he can get underneath that ball. Tuggeranong can explore again. And that shot is blazed over the crossbar. A couple early chances. And it started just how the first half did. Set piece attacking here for Tuggeranong. Wide ball for Peterson. It's cut out though. Walker again. Ball behind. Flicked across the face. And brilliantly dealt with initially. O'Connor once again absorbing the early pressure here. Tuggeranong have scored off a Luke Stevens set piece already this afternoon. Play the short routine. Schlesinger turns. He drifts it over the top to Peterson, who can't quite keep that one in. Another long throw here from the left this time. This one will find the grass. It was flicked up. Oh, the clearance was... Boss will throw it back in again. It's headed up. And initially Emmanuel and Stevenson was the second effort there. They had to score there. O'Connor will be filthy to have conceded that. They had several opportunities to get rid of it. So it's 2-1. Looked like Nick Emmanuel got the last touch on that one. One of the two centre forwards had to score, and they can go again here, Tuggeranong. Oh, inside. We'll go where the throw is meant to be taken here. Just whatever there, Cole Falco was a couple of metres ahead of where he was meant to take the throw. Take two. Emmanuel got the flick on. Not the cross, there was no one there for Tuggeranong in the end. Kresic can clear it out. Run in behind. Sosa Ahigi, his first touch was a good one. And the strike deflected. A decent purchase on it. And in the end, it'll be a corner. So again, if you're just joining us, Tuggeranong up 2-1 thanks to that Nick Emanuel goal a couple of minutes ago. O'Connor with an attacking set piece. That cross inside. Schlesinger plays across. It's brilliant. He's going to continue his run. Wants it back from the forward man. Still with Cassidy Schlesinger. He cuts inside and he's taken down at the top of the box. He is having an afternoon. And the direct set piece here for imagine Luke Stevens to take. Just checking in on Cassidy Schlesinger, who didn't quite bounce up straight away. So it'll be Stevens' left foot here. So it's the right, it took a deflection and it's over the bar. Well, he won the set piece and then he took it and he nearly scored off of it. Looks like Zach Lawrence is going to take his leave here. Can't quite tell who's going to come on. It might be Steve Nealon on the far side. He seems like the natural replacement. Javier Davies, of course, also an attacking reinforcement on the bench. Looks to be the former. So I haven't quite got this one back in. Long ball from Walker. Inside, Pena tried to turn it. Tuggeranong again, able to build some pressure. Early injection to Nealon. Turned it. And not a bad start for the substitute. What have O'Connor got here? As Connor plays this back to Marcus Smith, they find themselves behind. They led this one 1-0. Marjorie Banks with the back pass, but it's going to be cut out here. Nealon with the long ball forward. Emmanuel. Driven ball inside, that's well dealt with. Walker. Bevan Foxall carrying it forward. Emmanuel again. I'll have to carry that quite a ways. Smith came out for it, and in the end he was beaten to the ball. And a chance to put it to 3. Falls by the wayside. One in the air by Peterkin. Walker the back pass. Again, Kresic won it well. Michael John got a Hegi on his right shoulder. Sosa's Rahigi trying to run it forward. He was cut out. Vincent Sanchez is going to take his leave here on the far side. On the air, flipped over the top. Looks like Kobe Ariari's made his way into the contest here. He's the Vincent Sanchez replacement. Falco with the throw. Cole will line up another long throw. This one's definitely got the distance. And, well, that's a very disappointing result for O'Connor. Spot kick here. It was a handball. Didn't quite catch who got the touch. So Marcus Smith with a challenge now. Spot kick is buried. It's not quite how he drew it up, but Steve Nealon's got a goal off the bench. He only came on about 5 minutes ago. And Tuggeranong now have a 3-goal buffer. O'Connor really short of answers now. Nealon trying to usher that one towards, and he's won a throw. Well, hasn't he injected himself? Buried the spot kick. It's going to float off of Connor Bill.
Hey Nick, just hold him up.
Falco, Emmanuel the target. Did well to hold that one up. Michael John cuts it out. Can he make something happen? He's put it in behind for Isosa Ahigi to pursue. Ushered towards the sideline by Peterkin, and he's done well. Drew Banks moved forward to take the throw. Can O'Connor capitalise here on some possession? Throws it in. Ahigi tried again. Nealon up. In fact, that's Emmanuel underneath it. O'Connor just struggling for possession here in this second half. They really need these midfielders to get on the ball. Tempo entirely controlled by the away side here in the second half. Driven ball flicked over the top, Nealon, back post. Yari got it through there. For a play through the middle here, O'Connor. And that one's cut out. Had to be better there in that situation with the numbers they had forward. Another one tried to slip it through to Isosa Ahigi. Since Marco Rutowski won't die wondering here this afternoon. Michael John. Step over, then flicks it to his left. Driven ball. Well controlled on the left-hand side, and the shot is blocked. John will try again. Drifted ball. It's a good run over the top, but that'll be cleaned up by Marcus Smith. He'll just clear it over the touchline. Falco plays back. Cal Cook clears, hasn't had much to do in his second half. Tuggeranong again, a forward run. Stevens trying to find a ball inside. That's cut out. Emmanuel, the run, Nealon made it there, but it was well dealt with by Connor Bill. trying to get it inside. And up again. Peterkin. Walker again. Oh, he left that one a bit short there. Walker will try again. Now the long ball over the top. Emmanuel's done well to keep that in, but that's well dealt with. Now Michael John. He's got space to explore. Still going. And eventually he loses it from under his feet. A challenge from Cole Falco. Ball well dealt with. Left that one short of Nick Emmanuel. One for Kresic to chase. He can explore the forward area. His ball fouled to find a white shirt in the middle. But some possession here for O'Connor potentially to try and create a chance out of. Bill plays it inside. Yari flicks it inside, and it's there. O'Connor have got one back. There's hope still in it here. Floated ball across. Falls out, so there's intrigue still in it. Throwing for O'Connor, so it's Daniel Garlich who makes it 3-2, and all of a sudden it's that Stevie Neal and Pellenly who keeps Tuggeranong in front. Is there late life in the fight here for the home side? Just feel the tempo's changed a bit here. Bill's got a load of time. Mahigi the target. Oh, Garlich, who was second to it there. O'Connor can break again here. Inside now. The Knights starting to build some possession. Yari out to go backwards. Tuggeranong can go back the other way. Taken down. That'll be... It was a little bit late there, that challenge. Deep set piece. Long floated ball. It's over the top, but well defended.
Get on the line so you can see!
Neal trying to engineer something that's going to fall out. It looked like Emmanuel got the touch, and it had Marcus Smith beaten. Falco again to attempt the long throw. These have worked. Again, they won the penalty off the back of one of these. That one didn't quite find the grass. Yari trying to put his head up here for a counter. Long ball over the top. Ohigi the target. And that stays inside the box there for Callum Cook. The congestion, that'll be a little bit of extra feeling in this one over the last 5 minutes. Couple of changes here for O'Connor. Marco Rutowski's one of them to take his leave. Looped ball, John, first contact. Well out, that'll be a set piece here for Tuggeranong. Ball from out back. So Ethan Saunders is one of those who's made his way into the contest. Galich also made his way. Harry Martin on the inside there was calling for it. He is fresh on the field. Along with appears so Galich is now on the right-hand side now. I like Galich, in fact. That's Nick Dahl. Garge went off for Martin, who will finish this game off here. And Saunders has gone to left back. He replaces Jack Majori Banks. So it's Nico Kresic who's adopted his more familiar right wing position, and that one's just run out on him. Pass came from Saunders. A tactical shift here from O'Connor. Always fun to keep up the lows from where I'm standing. Cook to play long. Since O'Connor have got a sniff here, and you understand why they've gone for a bit of a tactical shift to get Nico Kresic forward. There's still been a double change likewise from Tuggeranong as well. Martin trying to play ball forward. Sosa Rahigi underneath it. Did well there. Was bit of energy now. Oh, Kresic just lost his footing. Ball playing line. Nice flick on through the middle. It goes. It was taken from behind. And that one's let go. Well, well, well. It was a great run. In the end, O'Connor will win a free kick, but it wasn't quite in the spot where they wanted it. A few options here for the set piece. Kresic, Michael John's going to walk away from it. It's Nico Kresic, you suspect, will be over the ball. They call Nick Dahl forward as an extra option. It's a golden opportunity to tie it up here. It's a driven shot off the bar. Cook had to come up for it. And in the end, Tuggeranong get away with one. What a chance. Tuggeranong seem to have lost the momentum here. And you get the sense for O'Connor that set piece is not the last opportunity they'll have here. Tuggeranong likewise will try and go for a fourth. Cleared by Smith. Yari couldn't win it. Walker, cut out. He gets a second go. Walker's got to be careful there. And the pressure's won that time. Ahigi can flick it on. Michael Johns on the left. He cuts back. Ahigi, ball forward. Driven ball trying to find it across the face, but Emmanuel's just got to drive it forward. He has Nealon in support in the inside, but there's 5 white jerseys. He's done well to get that to a corner. And in the end concedes the goal kick. It's going to go against the Knights. And an opportunity to throw numbers forward for Tuggeranong. Time very much on the side of the away unit, but it seems O'Connor have finally found the spark and they only need a goal to make something out of this. Going to go against Tuggeranong in the end. So, again, the time management good. That time, Tuggeranong get the call on the far side for the throw. So O'Connor need to get it in the opposition half here. Get the sense they're trying to play for a counter at the moment, which has worked for them this afternoon. They've generated the 2 goals they've scored against the run of play. Stevens. It nearly made its way there. O'Connor were reprieved again, albeit at the expense of a corner. The way of O'Connor, so they can't get it out of their own end. The forward press from Tuggeranong impressive. Martin trying to get it out. Now it goes forward, headed, and it found the only green shirt in the area. Nealon. Back with Pena, he turns. Nealon flicks it back outside. They can play for the corner again. Goes out for a goal kick, but more precious seconds taken off here for O'Connor. Oh, has to be a good one. Yari plays it forward. Ihigi can chase this. Michael John turns it back. Yari. Ihigi held off the initial attempt and the second one got it. Now they can play forward again. Tuggeranong can go for the final blow if they want. Shots blocked there. Emmanuel again. He will go towards the corner. Flicked over, that'll carry. It has stayed in. It's well done. Now they can motor. Play forward again. That should go the way of Tuggeranong. Jack Yankee unlucky there. Yankee now on the right. Looks like Kresic made way. He's now on the right as well. Kresic is on the outside of Yankee now. He'll get another go from the throw. Gee, let's be careful there. Martin underneath it. He can only find the green shirt. Stevens just says, get it out of here. Smith has to do likewise. He plays across. Could be the last chance for the Knights. Over the top, trying to find Michael John. Again driven forward. It's a 3-on-1. Nealon trying to get it inside. That's brilliant by Nealon. The time management from the Knights, from Tuggeranong rather, has been brilliant. Oh, it's well won. Could be the dagger. It's a great save by Smith, but it's null and void because Tuggeranong had the win nonetheless. The late surge from the Knights is cut short by the final whistle. The Knights opened up the scoring through Iso Surahigi, and that was equalised later in the half by Ewan Peterkin, I should say. I don't know how I lost that one. I've said it 15,000 times this afternoon. It was 1-1 at half-time, and then Tuggeranong scored twice to open up the second half. One through Nick Emmanuel, the second one from the penalty spot by Stevie Nealon off the bench, and then the late surge by Daniel Galich with that long shot made it 3-2, but it was cut short in the end. And Tuggeranong hold on to what you could consider a convincing win here on the road at O'Connor Enclosed. It finishes here, O'Connor Knights 2, Tuggeranong United 3.